back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. I'm super stoked. I'm on a fucking roll today. I don't know how you guys used your November 11th portal, but I definitely used mine for my career. I just finished the mental health and wellness workbook. Again, should have been done before the fall, but here we are. It is done now. It is 21 pages. Half of that are notes. So let me give you a little preview. If you want a copy of the workbook, all you have to do is email me for PDF. These are all courses I'm offering at my local community college, and I'm going to be offering them remotely for the spring. So if you're interested in the discussion aspect, I think I only charge like $150 for the whole semester or so. They are not for any sort of certification or credit towards degrees. It's just for people who want to learn, okay? All that to say is mental health and wellness. I have a very different outlook on this, and I've been through my own shit. If you're new here, I have plenty of other fucking videos about my story and my experience as a peer and supporting other people through incarceration within the mental health system. I did a lot of work in LA. I formed a few different mental health groups, and I facilitated them for a couple years before I became a mom. Once I became a mom, it was balls to the walls motherhood. So here we are reclaiming that part of my life. We're gonna get started. This is, again, I think it's like an 8-week class I'm offering at the college. So we're just gonna kick off with the ABCs of wellness. I do have my master's degree in social justice and human rights, and my area of expertise within my master's program was kind of debunking the mental health system here in the United States as less about support and healing and more about a way to control socially. So I have my own issues within the mental health system. I do not approve of a lot of the practices that are used. So this is from a more radical mental health foundation. Just a heads up. If you've never heard that term, radical, it's not something to be feared, even though the propaganda makes you feel fear. Radical is just like a rooted, like a grassroots. It's a newer, deeper way of looking at things, okay? So if you're not quite ready for that, go ahead and skip this one, but we're gonna go ahead. So, we have the ABCs of wellness. We have the affective, which is how we feel, and we have behavioral, how we act, and we have the cognitive, how we think. The very important thing about all three of these things is that they are always present and they are not linear, which means you may be feeling bad one moment and good the next. That doesn't necessarily mean you're bipolar. It means that your feelings are doing what they're supposed to do. And we'll get to that when we talk about the feelings page. They each inform each other, and balance is always changing as we interact with the world around us. Okay, so let's take a few couple real world examples. You're stuck in traffic trying to get to work. You get to work and your boss is pissed. Okay, so you're already stressed out. You're already going through all of the, oh my God, what if this is going to be bad situations, and that's going to set the tone for your whole day. And it was probably completely out of your control because it had to do with the traffic, right? Things like that, which happen on a daily basis, especially within the systems that we live. We're also going to talk about the systems in which we live later on once we kind of get through ourselves. I just want to talk about the ABCs of wellness today. I don't want to delve into everything else, but I do want to lay it out for you in case you want to know if you should come back. So after today, next time we're going to talk about mental health, and I have a little blurb about mental health, and then I have introspection questions for each topic that we're going to talk about. So we have mental health, physical health, emotional health, right? Those are the ABCs. And then we have the environment, the systems of control, which, yes, are two different things. And we have demands and obligations. And then we have, we're going to go back to ourselves. So we're going from a macro level to a micro level to a macro, and then back to the micro. We're going to be accepting our truth, whatever it is, finding our balance, And then we're going to be laying out the tools that we have to use for that, okay? So that's everything that we're going to be talking about. Again, the effect of behavioral and cognitive. How you feel about shit, how you act on those feelings, and what you think about all of the things. Nothing is linear. It's not, it's all moving, right? So, how do you feel about your neighbors? Do you do malicious things because of the way you feel about them, right? Like an example, if you live in an apartment and the people above you are really loud and then you start like hitting the broomstick on the ceiling, and how do you think that's going to solve the problem, right? These are just examples, and they're pretty negative examples, but I think confronting the negativity in these situations is important, because when we understand why we do the things that we do, it's usually from a space of feelings, and we've been very conditioned to not feel. Feelings have been very much, they're like a taboo. It's like a taboo to have feelings about stuff in our society. It's because we live in a patriarchal society, and men like to pretend that they don't have feelings, and that feelings are a like negative feminine trait. Okay, I mean that's just the truth. So it's a human thing. We all have feelings about the things that we go through and about the things that we understand and feel. But this society, and again, we're going to talk about this society later on, does encourage us to mute those things because they can get in the way of productivity, which is what this system needs to use. If you are interested in this topic, I have a lot of other resources available, because this is my area of expertise and experience through mental health. I am a certified peer within the mental health system. I've been through incarceration and pharmaceutical abuse. I have come out on the other side of that. I like to identify myself as a warrior and survivor of the mental health system in the United States. And I let that fuel my passion for liberation, collective liberation. So I hope that you stick around. This is going to be a short one today. I mean, I don't think they're going to be very long at all. Again, I will be offering this remotely, and if you want the workbook, just email me. I'll send you a PDF. I do them in Canva, so I have the PDFs available. I just can't put them in the description box. Free of charge if you are really interested. I want to help you. Also, with this course, I have a second workbook that I made. It was like the first workbook I ever made. It's called I Am, and it's an affirmation-based little journal. So I have that available that I'm going to pair with this for folks who do the course. I gotta let you go. My kiddo's coming. It's gonna be crazy. Have a good one. Bye.